Jazz trail by 13. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to knock 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
And the Warriors with possession here. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well. You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
James has a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Barbosa passes to Iguodala. Spates sets a screen. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Outside Curry. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
That one is no good.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
James against Iguodala. Kicks it out to Barbosa. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Barbosa's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jazz trail by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Lyles. Jazz passing it around. Here's Hood, covered by Barbosa. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Booker. Fires for 3. No luck. Curry. Can't hit. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark making the jump. And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Curry subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. So on the floor for Utah, Exum and Hood are the young guard tandem. Freak is out there with Trevor Booker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Azili's checked in for Green. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the past, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns stepped up to deliver. He ended with 10 points and added 3 rebounds as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
There's the 3. Another miss by James.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Curry kicks to Spates. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Another shot. No good from Spates.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for Freak. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Curry attacking, and he converts the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Hood, guarded by Curry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hood. Both free throws good from Hood. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Right side Curry. To the inside. Azili. The rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Here's James, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Nice, keep it
And
up.
the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
James. The shot no good. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kev.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Rudy Gobert. James comes in for Gordon Hayward. Hood's checked in for Burks. And it's Dante Exum in for Trey Burke. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Iguodala out there with Barbosa. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Exum dishes to Favors. Here's Hood. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Iguodala kicks to Barbosa. 11 feet out and he hits it. Barbosa's got 4 points in the quarter. The Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. James, the pass to Exum. Exum off a pick from James. Exum dishes to Favors. That's good. Favors got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Iguodala kicks to Spates. Back to Iguodala. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Exum passes to James. A three-pointer, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Exum kicks to Booker. Here's James. James with another miss. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Iguodala up top. All sorts of time. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Jazz shooting 47%, pretty solid. No one near James as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. James has got 13 points.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Good on the shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's the three. Again, James missing. Here's Green. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his third assist on the night. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Barnes. That one rolling around and rims out. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth. Take a look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Azili. Draymond Green comes in for James Michael McAdoo. Barnes, he's checked in for Looney. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. James checked in for the Jazz. So on the floor for Utah. Here's Curry. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
They set the screen.
Move the ball.
Nato played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Curry with it.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Pass to Wiles. James, a screen on Curry. And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And a switcher also for Utah. Exum's checked in. 1:46 left here in the 4th quarter. Barnes against James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miles passes to James. And he gets it to go. Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an in-seat. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
He kicks it to Azili. Stolen by Exum. Pass to Withy. Here's James. The Jazz again can't hit it. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation. Stephen Curry. He just put it completely out of reach in the 4th quarter. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.